We are live. What's going on, everybody? It's Reseller Wakeup. It's been almost a year since I've done a live hangout, like in a group. I've done a couple of little haul videos and stuff here and there, but nothing like getting the guys together. So I just wanted to start doing it again. As most of you know, if you've been watching for any amount of time, I got a job about almost a year ago, 8 months, 10 months, something like that. That's been going really good. And but I'm still doing all the eBay and Amazon stuff on the side. My Amazon's pretty much dead. I just don't have time to do shipments. So I don't like doing merchant fulfilled on Amazon too much. So I haven't, but I have been playing around with it a little bit and, started using a new repricer and all that just to try to get some inventory moving. But eBay is doing good. I started another account. It's kind of one that I made it a couple years ago, never did anything with it, and I just had planned on getting it going so that I could just have a kind of a spare account to show you guys kind of what I do and how I do stuff on eBay. And yesterday I made a little haul video where I walked through a listing and like from beginning to end, like picture taking, researching the price. It was a thing that I picked up at the weigh and pay that I didn't even look at the price when I was there. I just grabbed it. But go back and check that out if you want after we're done here. And yeah, how are you been, John? How's everything going with you? I know are you still on in retirement?
So behind me, we just got that. In fact, give me 1 second. I'm trying to turn off the sound so I don't.
No problem. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, I got the sound off in the room in case anybody asks us a question. That's we just got this motorhome behind me. It's a 43-foot QD luxury coach that we're living in. We actually sold our house 2 weeks ago. Took us 6 hours to sell our house. We're out. We got to go back for closing in a couple of weeks. I don't know. Life's been really good. Busy.
Yeah. Are you still doing anything with biz, or are you just enjoying life?
I work. I still do the ordering. I have 2 warehouses now, 7 employees. I've really grown. Patience was my key with a lot of my products. I just sat on them and worked them for years.
Yeah. Wow. So you're definitely not officially retired. You're just you've got other people doing all the work now.
It's tough at this level to not be involved at some point. I was just looking this morning. I'm at like 700,000 for the year. So it's kind of tough to not be involved on a daily basis.
Yeah. Wow. That's insane. I think my Amazon has gone down to absolutely nothing. I mean, I'm probably barely selling a few $100. I mean, my payouts have been like $50 to $100 on average, mostly for like, I don't know. Since last time I sent an order in was probably January, like right after Christmas. And of course that hit, and I had I sold half of the stuff within a week, and I had a really good payout then, but then everything that was left was just kind of slow, and it's still trying to get rid of it. But I don't know. It's easier just to do eBay now. Like I don't have to sit there. I don't have to sit there and just knock out a whole shipment to get it out. It's like when I start working on Amazon, it seems like I get halfway done with something, and it's just, I feel like I'm half-assing it the whole time. So just eBay's a lot easier. It's smaller chunks, it's one thing at a time, and it's easier to micromanage when you're just kind of doing it on the side. But you're just still doing 100% Amazon, right? Did you get back into eBay at all?
Oh, no, I have my eBay's up to I never got out of eBay. I do wholesale only though. And eBay's turning into a small Amazon when it comes to buying new product and listing on eBay. You got pay-per-click over there now. Automatic. A lot of the stuff is automatic. You can do. You know, I sell the same products over and over and over again.
Yeah, and once you have the template, then you just hit relist, and that's the other thing. eBay is just way easier than Amazon for me, but just the way that it works and the way that you can kind of manage everything, it's more intuitive, and the reports are easier to get and all that. I don't know. Maybe it's just because that's what I'm used to. That's what I did for so long. So let's see who.
Adam needs to get in here. Does Adam have a link?
I don't know. I just put it in the same place that I put your link. Everybody should be able to do it or to hop in. Let's see. We got Larry in the chat. What's up,
just
Larry?
seen Adam's in there. So what's up, Larry? I haven't seen Larry in forever.
Yeah, he likes my stuff, and when I every now and then post in my group. Thrifty Treasures, what's going on? How's it going, Hector? Thriftology, Jim Cooncat. I missed you too, man. I missed all you guys. I really think about doing. I think about YouTube all the time, honestly. Like I always want to. I'm always thinking about doing videos, and I always mean to do videos, even if it's just like a quick haul video. And yesterday, I finally was like, you know what? I'm just doing it. I'm just gonna make a video, and then I did that, and I'm like, yeah, I forgot how much fun it was, so decided to see how this one goes today, and if it goes pretty good, then we'll probably start doing it every Sunday. Sunday is definitely the best day for me.
I've been stalking Deb just to get into the hangout, and just when I get a chance to visit with everybody.
Yeah, I still talk to Deb all the time. She's probably the only person out of the old crew that I regularly message. Like by regularly, I mean like every couple weeks. Hey, what's up? I know Mike said that he would start hopping in. He can't do it today though. He had something going on, and this was so last minute. I didn't expect anybody to come in. To be honest with you, yeah, Deb said that she just wasn't going to get up this early, so that's fine. I can appreciate that. But
my wife said she was sleeping in, so my plans changed, so I was able to come in.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it, man. I'm glad we got to talk again. It's been
I miss it. I miss hanging out with all the, I reached this point with Amazon, and I deal with a lot of people that sell, names and have seen around, and I don't know, they're not down to earth. They're not like us. All I do is flip. I just flip on a little bigger level.
Right. Yeah, I mean I miss it just because I'm working every day now. I mean, I'm still doing sales, so it's not that much different. It's just I'm selling somebody else's stuff, and it's outside sales, so I get my complete freedom on my schedule. Basically, there's certain things that I have to do and certain places that I have to be at a certain time, but I don't even have a desk in my office. Like they don't even expect me to be there to do anything except check orders when they're going out and making sure that my customers are taken care of. So it's been a really exactly what I wanted, basically, and exactly the kind of position that I was looking for. So it's not like I'm going to punch a clock and, wasting away in a cubicle every day. I still train jiu-jitsu every day. I still do my eBay thing. I mean, I'm doing all right on eBay. I mean, I'm only selling probably $3,000 a month or so at the moment. But I mean, that's like 10 hours a week, maybe. It's not spending much time at all.
And there's nothing wrong with that. And didn't you have a professional fight or semi-professional or paid fight?
Yeah, it was a pro fight. It was February. Was it that long ago? Jeez.
Yeah, it was right around my birthday.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I want to do that again for sure. I didn't get on the last card because I just hurt my knee, and I'd had a lot going on at work, so I wouldn't have had enough time to train like I wanted to. And I take them really seriously. I want to win. I'm not doing it just for an experience. I mean, I want to take fights that are a challenge, obviously, but I want to win them, because I mean, the way that it works, you don't get paid if you lose. You only get paid if you win. So I don't want to waste a month and not be able to commit to it, and then show up and not be as good as I can be to just get smoked, and then not get paid.
Yeah, that's you can do that on eBay.
Yeah.
Cannot commit and not get paid.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I'm trying to take it seriously, and plus this promotion actually does a lot of moving, traveling. Like they probably do like 2 or 3 events a month, and all over the country, doing different cities and stuff. So it'd be kind of cool if I could kind of get on that road and start visiting places, and maybe go and compete in different cities, and then while I'm not competing, spend a day thrifting there, or meeting people from just the reseller world, and it'd be kind of fun. I thought about doing that too, but I gotta take down a few at home first before I start committing to the travel, just because it'd be really expensive, but would definitely be fun.
I see we got a stalker.
I see Scott's in the chat.
Yeah, the bearded picker.
Yeah, he messaged me on my Resell Ronin thing when he was in Denver like 2 weeks ago or something like that. And I never check my Resell Ronin page anymore, really. I mean, it's like, I don't know. I just haven't had time. I mean, I'll still check the groups, and I'll still check the Reseller Wakeup group and all that, but there's just never, the Resell Ronin page never got any action anyway. So I never pay attention to it. And I thought that my messenger was set up so I'd still get messages through that, but I actually have to go to the page to see the messages. So I saw him, and I saw it like the next day after he had sent it, and I was like, oh man.
I drove by the Walmart that I met him at. It's right off 95, and I can't remember. I'm sure he knows, in North Carolina. And him and I and my wife had a blast that day. That was after he came up in the Philly area, and he drove over to Atlantic City and spent the day. Man, he took me around some stores going, look at this, look at this, look at this. Him and I filled carts. He's a great guy to hang out with.
Yeah, I can imagine. Knows his stuff too.
Oh, man, does he. I can't do what he does. I mean, I do it for a weekend every year. And Lumberton, that's right. Lumberton, North Carolina, right off exit like 18, I think it was. 95 in North Carolina.
Yeah, that's the other. I can't do that either. There's no way. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I stopped selling much on Amazon, is because I hate retail arbitrage. I hate it. It takes so much more time. Like, I can literally walk into a Goodwill outlet or something and spend less than an hour, and I will walk out, spend $20, and have minimum $500 worth of stuff in my cart. And even going to a regular Goodwill, like, I don't really need to go to a regular Goodwill because I get so much stuff at the outlets. I don't even have time to list that, but I still pop in and I look for like really expensive stuff. But I mean, I don't spend any time sourcing anymore. I mean, a couple hours a week, maybe.
I could take you around the corner in my box trailer and show you the games that I've bought, just to tear apart. I want to sell game. I'm looking for something to do. I mean, I'm 51 and basically don't need to work. And most of our friends still have jobs, and we're out on the road and kind of stuck in Florida for a little bit.
I'm going to Florida in July, St. Petersburg.
Really?
Yeah, I'll be there for a week.
I don't know where it is, but we could do a live show from there.
There you go. Yeah, it's on the East Coast, or it's on the west side of the Panhandle, like right in the middle by Tampa.
Okay. Tampa's 4 hours from me. I'd drive over in a heartbeat.
Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah. Anybody else who's in Florida? I know there's so many people in Florida.
Chad's 4 hours from Tampa.
Is he? And then I know Kevin Buccio's in Florida. He'd be fun to hang out with.
I don't know where Kevin is. I don't get to see the guys from eBay anymore.
Yeah. I don't know. I popped into a hangout with Kevin a couple 2 or 3 months ago probably, and Chad was in there and we started talking. He seems like he's getting his stuff together and starting to, you know, in a better place basically from what he was saying and how he seemed. But I miss that dude. I don't care. A lot of people didn't like him for whatever reason, and a lot of people did like him. I mean, the guy freaking had a huge YouTube following in no time.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why I started this show was just watching him do his show.
I'd like to do a show. I'd like to help show people what I did. I mean, it's not complicated, but
yeah,
I don't know. And
it's one of those things that it doesn't really matter how many people watch it and know what you're doing or how you do it, because it's not going to affect you. It's not going to affect your business.
No, I mean, I'm bringing in stuff direct from China now. Most my product either comes direct from China or is manufactured in the United States with my brand label on it.
Nice.
So,
is it all still flags?
No, I sell just about anything now.
Oh, really? And are you doing private labeling then?
Yeah, I do a lot of private label out of China.
Wow.
But I also flip my for, you know, one of the things everybody says, oh, well, how do you do it? Well, one of the things I do is everything that I have on Amazon FBA, I use Joe Lister and put it on eBay.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we had a guy from Joe Lister on the show a long time ago.
And I got to tell you, at first I was like, oh, what a waste of time. Nothing's selling. And then all of a sudden I put eBay came out with that pay-per-click.
Yeah.
I put a little bit of pay-per-click on it. And I like eBay's pay-per-click better than Amazon's. I only pay when I sell something. And my sales started taking off.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I haven't even tried the pay-per-click thing yet, but I've definitely thought about it. Is it just for new items, or can you do it for, is it worth it to do like for little onesie?
You can't do it for a one-off. You have to have multiples of an item to be able to use pay-per-click.
Okay. I still have some stuff that like big quantities of specific items that I would definitely be able to use that for.
It does help.
Yeah.
My sales were like $3,000 a month on eBay for my flags, because I never took them off. They've been on there. Some of those listings are 8 years old. And I only use good to cancel. I don't even look at eBay anymore. I go in once a week to look at the numbers. And somebody said, you got to try that pay-per-click they have. So I put it on the flags, and the next thing I know, I'm doing like, I think I'm up to like $7,800 a month off of them listings. And all I did was add pay 10%.
Dude. So how does it work? They keep a 10% cut?
They take 10% of the selling price. If they have to click on your link from the pay-per-click ad and buy within, I don't know, 7 days, I think it is.
And then they get 10%.
They get 10% of the selling price.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's worth it most of the time, especially when you're talking about the kind of, I mean, I don't know what your margins are like, but I mean, mine are basically like, I don't even really have to figure in cost of goods very often. You know?
Yeah, I don't either. I'm very fortunate. I've found people ask me how do you do the wholesale thing? I look for something that you sell, that you see every day, that you use every day, that people never think about until they need it. Birthday balloons. You know, everybody's, oh, you can't make no money with them. I sold balloons. I had a balloon set for car dealers. They were reusable. They were out of like a beach ball material.
Oh, okay.
I had 5. They got 5 balloons on sticks for the car dealership. $100. I couldn't buy them fast enough. I was selling $300 a month.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
But you know, it's an everyday item that just sells over and over and over and over again.
I mean, how many car dealerships are out there, and how many of those car dealerships need a lot more than 5 balloons?
And then you just sit there and you work your, you know, you're patient. You got to be patient. Gary Vee says be patient. They didn't sell like that right away. It took a year to build up the sales. Now the company I buy them from, they can't even get them. You know, they're out of this piece or that piece. So I just stopped selling them because it was a drop ship item for me. So I just got tired of selling it. I mean, I got tired of calling them and saying, I got an order. And they're like, oh, we're out of this part. We're out of this part for it.
Yeah, that would be really frustrating. And you can lose your account pretty quickly. I think eBay is a little bit more lenient than Amazon, but I mean, not if you're trying to be top rated. If you're not trying to be top rated on eBay, it's pretty easy to at least keep your account and keep selling. But Amazon, you get screwed over pretty quick trying to do that stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I see a lot of people losing their accounts, or I hear about them losing their accounts, and you never know what the real reason is.
Yeah.
They always say it's for this one thing. Well, it's not just that one thing. It adds up.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, nobody just gets does one thing and then instantly just loses everything. I mean, it definitely comes after a piling up and them just doing a lot of things that maybe they don't even think that there's anything wrong with it. But I don't know. That's one of the other reasons why I slowed down on Amazon so much, because I just don't pay any attention to it. You know, like if I'll get a message, and the only reason that I check Amazon most of the time is, well, I've got some stuff that's merchant fulfilled listed. It's been listed for like a year. I bought I had a bunch of CDs and binders, and I started going through them, and I'm like, oh, that's $10, that's $5, that's $6, that's $10, that's $20. And I mean, I paid nothing for them. Basically, I got them at a yard sale for, $5. And, but I sat there one day and just listed them all merchant fulfilled, because a lot of them were highly ranked, and I didn't want them to sit there too long and all that. But I still get sales on those every once in a while. It's just kind of annoying, because I don't like how you have to ship through Amazon, and I don't know. But eBay is.
And the newest one's Walmart.com. If you can get on the Walmart.com.
I've seen that, like a lot of.
It's not that great for me. It's not that great. I mean, I sell $2,000, $3,000 a month.
Well, I mean, that's still pretty good. How much stuff do you buy from Walmart to sell on Walmart.com?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Nothing. Amazon's my main focus. I'm going to do more this month than I did for Q4 last year. And if anybody out there that followed me knows that I spent 4 days and spent $50,000 in toys for Christmas and sold every toy.
Wow.
That I bought.
Did you get any of those egg things?
What's that?
Did you get any of those egg things? You weren't chasing them?
No. I don't chase that kind of crap.
I actually got one. I think I was on a show with Dusty. It was like the Reseller happy hour or something. I showed up in the chat and they sent me a link, and I hopped on there and started talking, and I was like, yeah, I kind of wish that I still had time to go hunt stuff like that down, because I want to get one for my kid. And with Hatchimals, that's what they were called. And then somebody hit me up, and they're like, hey, well, I'll sell you one. I've got a bunch of them. And I was like, oh, okay. So I think I paid like $75 shipped when they were going for about 300. It's very nice of them.
Dollar Tree has these bicycle bags. They're big, huge plastic bags you can put a bicycle in. And you buy them for $1 a piece. And they were selling last year. I think they got as high as like $13 a piece for them.
Wow. Like a cover?
It's a plastic bag, dude.
Just put it on top of a bicycle?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I've never been able to find anything at Dollar Tree that would sell that well or that was that good. I've definitely bought things to sell on Amazon at Dollar Tree. I've done retail arbitrage there, but it's never enough money. You know, I mean, I just don't care about like little $5 and $10 items if I got to sit there for an hour or two looking for them. I don't mind listing them. I don't mind selling them. I'll do that all day. I just don't want to spend 2 hours in a store trying to find them, you know? And then I get them.
Look at this ugly face. Look at this ugly face that just came in here.
What's up, Scott?
What's up, guys?
How you been, man?
Yo, Scott.
Man, I'm tired. We've been in this van since 11 o'clock yesterday morning driving from Phoenix.
Whoa. It's driving straight from Phoenix, 11 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, we're still 250 miles from his house. Then I live another 160 from there.
Are you with just one of your buddies?
My brother's driving.
Oh, okay.
Like he's trying out for NASCAR.
I'd probably be driving like that too.
Yeah, but he's got a badge.
He does. He doesn't get. Although we're in Mississippi, and they wrote him a ticket in Mississippi about a month ago.
Oh,
he got out
that'll
of it.
teach him.
He got out of it, but they wrote him one.
Yeah. That's one of the nice things about training jiu-jitsu. I know a lot of cops, and I've actually gotten out of tickets just by like texting somebody that was on the department that I got the ticket from, and then they're like, "It's taken care of. Don't worry about it."
What I don't understand is how, why are you out on the road, Scott? I thought RA was dead.
Oh, it's dead. Everybody quit. Don't do that. Now we've been planning this trip. We wanted to take it in January and spend about 6 weeks on the road, but we've been out 2.5 weeks. We're just this van. We drove the wrong van. We should have drove one of our Toyotas. If you try riding in a cargo van for 3 weeks, you'll be ready to kill yourself.
Oh, but aren't you shipping every day?
We did. We shipped every day. We shipped for 11 days.
That's insane. And it's mostly it's all retail arbitrage, right? I mean, it's all.
Yeah, we brought back some stuff on the road. I didn't listen. He did.
Yeah, I was thinking about you the other day. I was in a Goodwill and I found like 20 boxes of nicotine lozenges. They weren't Nicorette. They were like a generic brand, but they were $4 a box. And I just took them home and put them in lots of 6 on eBay. And I still got 3 of them left. I made 3 lots of 6 and 1 lot of 3. And the 3 lots of 6 sold within like a day for $90 a box.
Man, I made a kill on Nicorette. So did my brother. We both sold a lot of Nicorette.
Yeah, that's definitely a bolo. Something to look out for.
No, it's back in production now, so there's no money in it right now. The Nicorette, anyway.
Oh, really? I don't know. I mean, like I said, I saw them. I looked them up real quick, and I was like, oh, damn, these are selling for like $15 a box on eBay. Just lotted them up, and they sold right away.
Yeah, we were in Denver. We got a little distracted. We might have spent too much time going to dispensaries.
That's a place where I need to get the whole retail arbitrage piece figured out. Start hanging out at those dispensaries. There's got to be something in there that it'd be okay for me to sell.
There's not much. You can start the batteries and that kind of stuff you can sell for the vape pens, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
And I don't even know if Amazon will let you do that. eBay would, but I'm not sure about Amazon.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's see if Amazon has stuff. Amazon.com. Vape pen. I know they do like cigarette vape pen battery.
I think we ended up going to about 15 of them.
Oh, really? So you weren't messing around. You actually did find some stuff?
Oh yeah. It's been a fun trip.
Yeah, it's one of the nice things about Colorado.
Yeah, on the days that I haven't been the driver, I've been doing retail arbitrage high as a kite. That's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's one nice thing about working for yourself. You don't have to worry about all that. I mean, I don't have to worry about it really. And, being in Colorado, I don't know. I just don't even really think about it anymore. Like, it's not a big deal to me at all. I don't care if people do it. I don't hardly ever do it. But, every once in a while.
Yeah, actually, I don't sleep very good in hotels on the road. And so buying the one that's the indica to help you go to sleep, man, I slept like a baby this whole trip.
Yeah, the CBD helps me a lot with like all the it works so good. I mean, the first time that I tried it, I was really skeptical. My girlfriend smokes a lot of pot, and she was like, she got me this pen. It was like 100% CBD, and it doesn't get you high at all, but it just made me feel like numb. But it wasn't like a painkiller numb. It was just like everything just stopped hurting. And then I thought it was going to wear off. And then like wake up in the morning, I'd have to smoke more or whatever. And then I would wake up in the morning feeling fine, like better. It was weird.
Yeah, I have a bone spur and it makes me limp a lot. And I bought one of the ones that had CBD. And it really makes all that pain go away. It's amazing how good it does for like small pain. I mean, not like cut your arm off pain, but small, recurring, dull pains.
Right. Yeah, and like little, just getting like with jiu-jitsu, I get pretty beat up. I mean, it's I do it enough that it can be painful, and you're getting your joints twisted and stuff, and you're getting people smashing on you and all that. So I mean, it's helped me a lot, just getting over all that without like just being normal, feeling normal again.
And to answer your question, John, about RA, none of this is dead. People, whoever watches the replay, you have to decide your business model, and you put your effort in, and you will be rewarded. None of this is dead. It's about.
I know that.
Oh, I know, but you know how people are. There's no. Everybody tries to tell you there's a right way to do it, whether it's private label, whether it's RA, whether it's eBay, whatever it is, whatever you're happiest doing is going to make you successful. That's what you do, and people need to understand that it's not about comparing apples and oranges. It's not. John has great, huge numbers. I mean, it's not all about that. I mean, an eBay person could sell a whole lot less and make a lot of the same dollars.
Oh, yeah.
So people need to understand, make up your mind how you want to do it, what makes you happy, and then do it. I mean, it's as simple as that.
Exactly. Don't go to these gurus and these YouTubers and try and copy them. Just go and find out what they're doing if they're willing to share. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I always like this show, because we had so many different perspectives all the time, and just different people did everything different ways. And I mean, I took stuff away all the time, but I never really like, ooh, I got to do that. I got to try that. I got to, do what you're doing.
Make it fit you.
Yeah. Do what you're
having. I mean, Scott came to me. Scott came to Philly and came down to Atlantic City. My wife still talks about that day. And we bought cartloads of stuff. And he showed me every product that he bought in every store. And guess what? When Scott left the next day, I didn't go back to one of those stores.
Right.
Because it's just not me. I mean, we had a great time together. I showed him my warehouse. I showed him all my products. And he don't sell one of them, do you, Scott?
Nope, not a one.
Yeah, I mean, I've taken people's advice. Like, you know, I know with that Nicorette, the only reason I even looked at it was because of Scott. You know, because he used to talk about it all the time. I remember one time Scott mentioned Kmart taking all their video games and clearancing them out because they were only going to sell them online. And that day I went to like 4 or 5 different Kmarts. And it's funny because what I bought a bunch of video games, but they were mostly picked over, so I didn't get much. But as I was walking out, I found some like little LED lamp things, and I ended up, it was a whole freaking shelf of them at one of these stores on clearance for $10 a piece, and they were $60 on Amazon. I sent them in a couple days later, and they sold all of them within like a couple of weeks. That was one of my really good months. But I mean, I've done a little bit of RA, but even with results like that, I still don't go back and do it all the time. You know, I mean, it's just, it does take up a lot of time, and especially now with having an actual job, it's like just smaller margins.
Hey Scott, hit me up on Facebook. I got an internet connection for you. You may want while you're out there.
All right, I can do that. Hey, but the one thing I'll tell you is the one thing I miss about your show, Paul, is with all the different people and the different ideas, you can learn stuff from the way people do, whether it's the way somebody organizes something or the way they research something on eBay. A lot of that carries over into that kind of thinking and that researching for Amazon. So you don't necessarily have to do exactly what they do to learn something that you can apply to the way you do things.
Exactly.
And that was one of the biggest things.
Yeah, I don't have to change my entire business model to be able to go out and look in Walmart and find aspirin.
Right.
But that's the thing I enjoyed about it, was listening to all these different ideas and these different people that you had on there, and go, man, that's a good idea. I can do that this way in my set, and apply things, and it helped out.
Lori said hi, Scott.
I'm gonna catch up with you guys. I want to see this new motorhome.
Yeah, my dad just bought a new one a couple weeks ago. I don't know how big it is. It's like a 2004 or something like that, but it's pretty nice.
Let me see. I'm gonna unplug and see if I can get out so you can at least see the little thing of it. I don't know. The sun may be too bright out here.
Oh, we can see it.
This thing is 43 feet long.
That's insane.
I got a bath and I got a bath and a half. My wife can take a 4-hour shower with the instant hot water. But it's our home, and we've been planning on doing this for a couple of years.
Yeah, every time I go by an RV park, there's a bunch of them in Colorado. Like, a lot of people live in them, and like a lot of people come to Colorado that are doing what you're doing with the RVing, and it always makes me a little jealous. I'd love to be able to do that. I wish I could. It would be very nice to be able to just go out there and not have any ties. You know, I mean, I keep thinking about buying a house again.
Drawbacks.
What's that? There's
drawbacks. It ain't all sunshine and rainbows.
Oh, for sure. I can only imagine. One of my buddies, he showed up to the gym one day with a giant RV. He like went to Florida to buy it, and he got a pretty good deal on it. But I don't think it was worth it to fly out to Florida, buy it, and then drive it back. But I don't know. He was planning on living out of that for a while and doing this and that, and it lasted like a week. He was like, screw this. I'm keeping my house.
Well, we're going to close. Once we close on the house, I actually have, my wife and I want to go out and just thrift and flip on eBay. And we're going to make a YouTube channel of us living in our RV, flipping on eBay, and all the different places we go and are able to, basically live for free. My wife and I can live for free outside of fuel to move the RV right now.
Yeah. I mean, what's it cost to hook it up?
What, here?
Anywhere.
Where I'm at, in the park?
Yeah.
In this part, I'm in a resort in Florida, Daytona, Florida, which set me up for the winter for all the traveling that my wife and I were planning on doing. We did the infield of Daytona 500. I've done a lot of things. This runs about $800 a month plus electricity. But I bought a thing from 1,000 Trails, and there's 92 campgrounds throughout the country that I can stay in for 3 weeks at a time free, and I can go from park to park. So I basically can stay 365 nights free of charge. My electricity's included, my water's included, my sewage is included, but the fuel's not.
Oh, okay. So they let you can stay at the park for free and just plug into electricity and sewage and everything? How does that work?
3 weeks at a time. It's a grandfathered timeshare I found on eBay.
A timeshare RV park.
Yep.
I didn't even know that they had those. But anytime I hear the word timeshare, I go, nope.
Well, see, and I do too normally, but this one in particular is you can find them once in a while. It was when they first started, they sold like 5,000 of them, and they were for the lifetime. They were able to sell it one time. So I had to find an original owner of this thing that was willing to sell it. And these people paid $10,000, $12,000, $15,000 for it.
Jeez.
It was like an investment. I got it for $3,000.
Wow, that's pretty good.
And my wife and I could stay 365 nights a year for the rest of our lives if we wanted to.
Wow.
So I got a question for you, John. How hard is it when you pull into a park to level that thing out and hook up sewer and power? Is it pretty quick?
I got the new one, so I walk in, I have 3 places I can push a button and it automatically levels itself. and you have to understand that this thing cost me as much as a oceanfront house.
Oh, I know it did. And
yeah, that was
sewer, is the sewer pretty easy to hook up to them?
Oh yeah. It's you put a hose in I take a hose out of a compartment on the driver's side and I drop it in.
Nice.
And then for the electric, it's like plugging in an outlet, except for it's a real big outlet. It's a 50 amp outlet. And water is, you turn it on, you connect to a spigot.
Huh. Yeah, it's funny that the way that we got the hotel for this trip we're taking to Florida was because they're like going to try and sell us a timeshare. It was like one of those deals, we were at Bass Pro Shop on Easter and it was $200 for 4 nights at 4 or 5 nights, I can't remember, at like all this huge list of hotels, and we found this one in St. Petersburg on the beach that's usually $300 a night. So that should be worth it. We just had to pay but they gave us like $100 gift card to Bass Pro, and then when we get there, they're going to give us another $75 gift card. So, and I can sell those on eBay for 90% of the value. So we got that basically for free. All we got to do is listen to a hour-long timeshare spiel. But yeah, I don't think that anyone could ever sell me on a timeshare. It would be an uphill battle. I can't say never. You never know. But especially the new ones, like the deals that they've got going now, they just suck you in and you're stuck. You can't get rid of them. If you sell them, you're still responsible. All this other stuff. Follow you to the grave.
Well, I kind of like this one. This one will follow me to the grave because when I'm dead, it's no more.
Yeah. So you can't sell it. What is 1,000 trials membership? Scott Bragdon said he's had 1,000 trials membership for over 30 years. Is that the same kind of thing?
I have 1,000 trails membership, and mine is an elite. And if you have the elite, it allows you to camp for free 365 days a year.
1,000 trails.
It's,
so that's what it's called if anybody's looking for an RV timeshare type membership deal. It's 1,000 trails.
It's you know, listen, I did a lot. If you remember when I was selling, when I was flipping clothes, I never worried about the profit. I always just flipped for cash. I was always on the volume, high volume, and I used to travel. If you remember, I used to travel from different cities, different states, kind of like Scott's doing with the RA. Especially for Amish dresses. I went as far as Ohio to get dresses, to buy Amish dresses, because I made so damn much money with it.
Plus, it's just an excuse to travel. That's kind of what I have in mind for the jiu-jitsu thing. Like, if I do start to do some traveling and, you know, doing more shows and everything, it would be kind of fun just to do the thrifting thing and kind of find out what area has what stuff. My biggest thing is just where do I put the inventory?
Fast turn, buddy. Fast turn.
Yeah, I mean, my sell-through is still only like 35%. So but I just can't bring myself to give stuff away. You know, I always list stuff at the higher end of what it's selling for, and then it ends up sitting there. Like I'll usually take offers all day, but I don't know. It's the way I've done it for so long that it's just how I do it. But it means
but if you're going to be on the road flipping, if you're going to be on the road flipping, you got to look at it. You got to take on a different mentality. You got to think about space.
Right. Yeah.
You know, like I'm flipping game pieces.
Yeah, those can be pretty.
Monopoly money sells for like $7 a pack.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I've got game pieces listed, and they're definitely nice. I mean, I've got some right here, little Harry Potter, seen it pieces.
Yeah, a lot of things, if you learn different categories, like electronics, there are a lot of small things.
Right.
Computers are a lot of small things. You can buy things that are smaller that you can actually store and carry with you. Just come up with a system to store it and organize it.
Right. Yeah, clothing's definitely bulky. It's hard to manage the inventory sometimes.
Yeah, but look at what's his name, Ronnie. Can you imagine being Ronnie on the road?
No.
He sells. I mean, he sells suit coats. Talk about bulky.
Right. Yeah, I've got a closet full of suits that I need to list. There's probably like 30 of them in there. But it's just easier to do the jeans and the shirts and the coats. So that's what I usually end up doing. I don't know. Suits and really nice formal clothing tends to be more like intimidating for me because I feel like you just got to get the pictures perfect and you got to make sure that it's really clean and get all the wrinkles out and all that other stuff. So I just end up staring at it, and so I haven't been buying as much of that stuff, but probably should get back to it. I mean,
yeah, the electronics are nice because they're smaller, they're harder to break. You just got to do a little bit of testing. Like in Phoenix, I bought a calculator. It was a TI 84 plus C. It was $2, and it sells for 80. I mean, that's pretty easy.
Right. And like Walkman, you know, the personal CD players, the personal cassette players. Man, I find 2 or 3 of those every time I go to the WAMPay, and they sell for on the low end like maybe $15, but some of them you can get $100 for.
correct.
Especially if they're new, like the sealed ones. Whew. I've seen people sell some of those sealed, like Sony G Protection CD players for a few $100s. It's insane.
I've sold some of them for a few $100s.
Yeah, yeah. I usually
that was a bolo when I first got started. Walgreens had the CD players, the Sony CD players. If you could find them, they were selling for $150 to $200.
Yeah, and now they're going for even more if you can find them.
Yeah, I haven't seen one. When's the last time we saw Sony CD players in Walgreens? Neither one of us can even tell you when. It's been that long. At least a year.
Yeah, don't get between Scott and a bolo, man, because he will knock you over.
Right.
I've been with him in some stores where he found a $1 item for that flips for $100.
He's like a bull.
Oh yeah,
charging. Yeah, so
I needed that to feed my family, John. You were getting between me and feed my family.
Right.
Yeah. Remember, hey, Scott, you remember that brown stuffed animal?
Oh yeah.
Lord only knows how many of them things I found.
Yeah, the stuffed animal.
We've been to 3,000 of those stores now. In a while.
Did you stop going to them?
No, I haven't. But we just went to a bunch of California, but there were none to be found.
Okay.
So how far west so you've made it all the way to California?
Yeah, we made it all the way. We went through Denver to Salt Lake, across Nevada into Sacramento, Oakland, San Francisco, dropped down to LA, San Diego, and then out.
And him and his wife were on the Golden Gate Bridge.
No, I just tagged her so she'd see it. That was me and my brother.
I thought she flew out to see. I know she flies out sometime to see you when you're on these trips.
Yeah, not this time. I just wanted to make sure she saw that post.
Nice. So God, man, where do you live? Do you live in Alabama? Yeah.
Yeah, this is a 6,500-mile trip in 17 days.
That's insane. So you're just systematically trying to get to every Walgreens, Rite Aid, and drugstore across America to pick up all their clearance stuff.
Walmart, Goodwill, thrift stores. We've done it all on this trip.
Yeah. And even like the Goodwills, like the thrifting, you're sticking mostly to the same type of stuff that you normally sell.
Oh, yeah. I'm very good with electronics, so that's generally what I stick to.
Yeah. I was getting into the bigger electronics for a while there, and I still, like a really expensive receiver, I'll pick it up, but I don't know, man. Like I've been burned a couple times on, you think that you fully tested it, but then the person gets it and then they're like, nope, this was broken. And that just happened to me too many times. I started getting all freaked out about my account, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to keep getting returns on this stuff. People want it perfect, and it's a 30-year-old freaking device. But anyway.
It's amazing. It's got one scratch on it. You said it was in good condition, but it's got a scratch.
Yeah. Well, like maybe a port isn't working. Like everything else works perfectly, so I just assume the optical cable port works, and then they get it and the optical cable port didn't work. It's like, really?
Well, that optical cable is so hard to get in there. Most people can't get it in there right, so it probably still works.
Oh yeah, exactly. And it's stuff like that. It's not always your fault, but it's still your fault. You got to pay for it. I have had a couple. Seems like the last month or two, I've had a lot of I didn't receive my items cases opened up. How do you guys deal with those?
The one thing I hate about eBay is that now they want to guarantee shipment.
Well, I always have the tracking uploaded, and I always ship at least first class with a barcode. I always get it to the post office the same day. I'm very fast about all that. But then like it goes through, it gets delivered, it shows as delivered, and the person's like, it wasn't, I didn't get it.
Well, here's from my experience, here's what I do. The first thing I do is I open a case with the post office. And usually, I'm going to say 8 out of 10 times, 2 days later, the item shows up at the person's house.
Huh. That actually works, huh?
You know, like the postman scans it and says, oh, yeah, okay, to deliver. But it was raining or something. He didn't feel like walking up to the door. He throws it in the back of the truck or whatever he does with it.
Yeah.
But when I open a case through the post office, usually within 2-3 days, it shows up.
Huh.
And I usually tell the customer, you know, UPS is they're trying to beat their guarantee, you know, by scanning it delivered, even though it's not. Give it a couple of days, it may show up, and if not, then I'll replace it.
Yeah, that's basically what I tell them. And I don't tell them I'll replace it. I tell them, hey man, we're gonna have to see what eBay says about this, because I've actually, most of the time they just let you keep your money. Like they don't hold you responsible. But I have had them. I had an item in transit. It was in transit for like 2 months, and the guy's like, hey, I didn't get this yet. I'm like, what do you mean you didn't get it yet? And I opened up a case and everything, and the post office never found his item, and it's very frustrating. But since it was never delivered that time, they made me pay for it, which was annoying.
But did the post office pay you back?
No, they never did. I opened up a claim and everything, and I never saw. They asked for something that I didn't have info on because it was too, like, I didn't have the record anymore. It wasn't, I couldn't access the listing. I can't remember what it was, but it was something stupid. It sucked too. It was like a $60 freaking VCR. But you know, that's only happened once.
Yeah, I might have 35 VCRs I need to eventually get sold.
You're doing a lot of things, electronics.
At my size, the easiest thing I found is just to refund the money and be done with it. My problem is that I don't have a good follow-up system. I'm horrible at following up. I am semi-retired now, so there are days that I kind of glance over stuff and totally forget about the business the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Because of that, it's, you know, for me, it's easier just to say, here's your money back, go on, or send them a replacement if I can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, keep the customer happy. Okay, well, I think we've been going for about an hour now. I got to go pick up my daughter, so I got to get the heck out of here. But I appreciate you guys coming on. Thanks a lot, and you know, maybe when I'm in Florida, we can hook up or something. I'll let everybody know where I'm at. But I'll be there for a week.
Do you know when you're coming to Florida?
July the 10th to the 14th.
All right.
Yeah, July the 10th to the 14th. We land on the 10th, which is a Monday, and we'll be there until the 14th, which is a Friday.
Okay. Why don't you come down, Scott?
I don't have anything planned. That might be a good thing.
Any reason to go to Florida, right?
I don't need a reason.
I'll bring the motorhome over to St. Petersburg.
Cool. That'd be fun. Yeah, I plan on spending a lot of time drunk on the beach. That's kind of.
We'll do a show from here.
There we go. Right on, guys. Well, we're out of here then. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks again for coming on, guys. Appreciate it. And you know, if you have any questions for us, you can always go to my group, the Reseller Wakeup, Facebook. You can hit those, or you can ask questions there. You can ask questions in the comment section below. You can message me. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook, obviously. At Resell Ronan on Twitter. Instagram, I changed it to my BJJ name, so because you can only have one Instagram account. So it's at Paul G BJJ on Instagram now. So thanks everybody. If you have any suggestions for us, or people that you'd like to see on, or somebody that I need to hook up with, feel free, shout them out to me too. I want to hear about it. And we will catch you all probably next Sunday. I might do another haul video this week too, depending on what I find when I go outsourcing. We'll see. And yeah, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and we will talk to you later. Pick one.